Day on Wall Street, and we've got a pretty event-driven tape, even without a big macro catalyst on the board. I'm Grant Mercer, this is Storm Stock Solutions, and let's bring some clarity to the chaos in today's markets. Since the last hour, the standout story is in defense. According to reporting from MarketWatch, shares of Huntington Ingalls Industries are soaring to fresh record highs after the U.S. Navy tapped the company to design and build a new class of smaller frigates. That contract builds on a surge that started Friday. So you're seeing follow-through buying as traders price in years of higher backlog and visibility. It's another example of how defense names can move in big bursts when the contract news hits. On the consumer side of the tape, another pocket of strength is anything touching digital gambling and sportsbooks. MarketWatch is highlighting how younger, crypto-savvy men have become a core customer base for platforms like FanDuel and DraftKings. That underscores a broader theme pros have been watching for a while. Online betting and high-engagement gaming can be powerful revenue engines, but they come with regulatory and responsible gambling overhangs that can flip the sentiment if policy tightens. For now, the story is supportive for the long-term growth narrative in that ecosystem. Over in media and entertainment, the battle for Hollywood's future is heating up. There are two strands to watch. First, there's a strategy piece out today laying out how Paramount could try to outmaneuver Netflix, win over Warner Bros., and push back against the encroachment of big tech in entertainment. That's more of a chessboard view, but it frames the stakes in streaming consolidation, content libraries, distribution power, and who ultimately owns the relationship with the viewer. Layered on top of that, you've got hard financing news. Paramount says Larry Ellison is now personally guaranteeing $40 billion of the financing behind its roughly $108 billion bid for Warner Bros. Discovery. That's a massive show of backing from a single high-profile investor, and it puts fresh focus on deal risk, regulatory review, and how much leverage the combined entity might carry. Traders in both Paramount and Warner Bros. are likely watching spread moves and options pricing for clues on how seriously the market takes this bid. On the flip side, one of the weak spots today is Honeywell. As MarketWatch reports, the company expects to make a one-time cash settlement payment of about $470 million related to a FlexJet lawsuit, and importantly, has lowered its profit outlook. That kind of legal hit plus a guidance reset tends to be exactly the kind of thing institutions handle with care in the near term. Investors will be watching whether this looks like a contained one-off legal issue, or if it signals deeper margin pressure across Honeywell's aviation and industrial segments. Outside of single stock stories, there isn't a big data print or central bank headline driving the indices in this hour, so stock-specific news is doing more of the heavy lifting. That's why you're seeing defense, betting, and media show outsized moves compared with a relatively quieter macro backdrop. Looking ahead to the next hour, I'll be watching whether Huntington Ingalls can hold on to those record levels, or if we see some profit taking into strength, how the market digests the Ellison, Paramount, Warner triangle as more details trickle out, and whether the selling in Honeywell stabilizes or extends as more analysts weigh in. We'll also keep an eye on the betting and gaming complex to see if that crypto-fueled demand story translates into broader momentum across the group into the close. Remember, this is information and education, not personalized financial advice. As always, I'll be here to keep clarity through the chaos of these markets. On behalf of Storm Stock Solutions, I'm Grant Mercer. Stay sharp, stay steady. Wow.